All right, you guys. I got a really fun poker session over here on BetOnline Poker playing 6 Max PLO. And we actually started with 50 bucks, got up to like 200 bucks in the matter of maybe 30 minutes. It was pretty crazy. Now, obviously, PLO, you've got 4 cards instead of 2. The game dynamics are a little bit different. And you kind of got to do a little bit more thinking, I guess you could say, figuring out if it makes sense to make calls, to see turn cards and river cards and whatnot, and plus how strong you might be in different situations and how many players you're up against. So there's a lot of thought process that goes into playing PLO for sure, but it's fun. I mean, it's fun. It's a good switch from playing No Limit. Obviously, I play both. So BetOnline Poker, though, awesome site. It's available to play in a lot of different areas. This is the mobile version you guys are going to be watching here. So, I mean, it plays great whether you're on your phone, PC, or laptop. And, of course, if you guys would like to get started on BetOnline Poker, there will be some bonus links you can check out directly below in the description. Also, if you guys could tap the like on this one, I would greatly appreciate it. But, let's get things rolling here. And like I said, stick around because I think there were some really fun hands in here. And really, I played, I would say, pretty good overall. I was very aggressive in, playing against these other players, and it worked out. You got to be aggressive, guys. You got to stick with your hands when you're trying to tell a story. You got to continue telling it sometimes. And fortunately for us, though, things did work out in this. And strap in and let's do it. All right, so this hand, I think I just check folded. Pretty sure. If I put in a bet, I bet these guys would have folded, but I just decided, you know what? We'll check fold this. Sometimes it's just better to do that. Because if somebody's got a weird 2-pair there, they're probably just going to call you down if you bet. So okay, here we had an ace-king with the 4-10 suited. Not going to be the strongest hand to play in PLO, but when you're up against like one player, really anything's playable, especially if you're, suited with a couple overcards like this. Okay, and we actually just managed to hit top 2 pair here. Obviously, tons of straight draws, tons of flush draws out there. A 4 on the turn would be amazing, or a king. I would actually take the 4 here, though. Okay, turn card was a brick, so we're going to be ahead here a lot of the time. Unless he's got king 8 or a set, but honestly, that's not what I'm thinking. I just felt like he was probably betting a flush draw here. Deuce on the river was a great card. I just think that, him betting here, I'm calling no matter what, and we ended up taking it down. So he definitely had a draw there. It just didn't work out for him. All right, next time we had a jack 8, couple suited cards. Now we flopped the straights, and we also have the jack 8, which is really good. So if the 10 hits on the turn, things are looking pretty spicy for us. But, I slow played this a little bit. Turn card was great. So all the flushes are dead at this point. Okay, that's a great thing. Now we don't want the board to pair. All right, river card was a 10, so really the only hand that's beating us is 8-10, which is very unlikely because we have, an 8. So the other player having that, a lot less likely, and we ended up taking down another nice pot right there. And then here I played this hand almost to perfection, right? I had a pocket queens with the queen 8 suited, and it was a good flop for us, a very good flop, because we're going to end up hitting the second nut flush draw to the king. And you got to figure, too, when you've got 2 hearts, your opponent having 2 hearts is going to be a lot less likely. It does happen, but this was a very, very strong spot for us with the queen 8 suited of hearts. Now, I slow played this, and I think that's really what got me paid off here. Okay, so the board didn't pair, which was great. So now we're in a spot where we probably need to build the pot a little bit. And river card, didn't pair the board, so we are looking really strong here. Now, the best case scenario is somebody also has a lower flush, or a hand where they just can't give it up, maybe like a straight. And we ended up taking down a nice hand right there. Another good spot. All right, I think this hand was another big one. So, doing pretty good so far. But like I said, we get up to like $200, so we got some more hands to go here. Another cool thing about playing on BetOnline is they do run it twice. They also have a straddle option, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, they do have some kind of unique features on here. But anyways, we have a pair. Okay, that is looking good for us. Hitting a 7 on the river would be great here. And we did. So really the only hand we're losing to is ace-8. It's possible, but once again, you got to figure it's going to be a lot less likely because we have an ace. And we ended up taking it down, guys. So, that put us up over $100. You're also going to notice my name is Crunchroll on here. Hope you guys like that. That is my screen name. All right, so this hand I think was a tricky one. I think I dealt with a big river bet on this. Okay, so we're looking at this and obviously great flop, okay, because hitting a king or a queen is all we're really looking for at this point on the turn to give us, the full house, the boat. Turn card was a 6. It did put some flush draws and straight draws out there. And this is where we started to deal with a little bit of aggression. I mean, really, we're looking for our hand to get made here on the river. But unfortunately, we're not going to get there. And then we're going to be dealing with a raise to like $12. And honestly, guys, this was a tough fold for me. But sometimes your beats. And this was definitely a hand where I felt like, what do you have? Pocket 8s, pocket 6s, ace. I mean, I just felt beat here, so I gave it up. This is a tough fold, but I think it was the right one. I don't think that guy's betting that big unless he has it, especially with that board. And unfortunately, we did not get the boat. We really needed the boat there. All right, but here we had pocket 4s, and typically you don't want to be playing these low pocket pairs, but I still do, okay? I don't play perfect, but sometimes you get pocket 4s and you're like, ooh, I'm going to call and see if I can spike a 4 or maybe get quads, right? You get greedy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, and we did hit the 4. Now, there's going to be a ton of draws here, so this is a hand we're going to have to play a little bit slower. Really hitting a 4 on the turn would be pretty incredible. That would be a best case scenario for us. Now, in PLO, you could also be up against other sets. So somebody could have pocket jacks here, pocket queens. It's all on the table, right? That's the reason you don't want to really be playing low pocket pairs. But like I said, I just had to play this hand. So we did. Okay, turn card was good. None of the straights got there, none of the flushes. And really, like I said, board pairing would be good here. A queen hit, we could still be losing here to a lot of hands, like queen jack, queen four, queen three. So got to play this one cautiously, but I'm never folding here. I'm always making this call. And I did. And we took it down, which was nice. All right, so we're basically rolling here, guys. Things going really good, and another good flop for us. I think we had two pair. Oh no, I'm sorry, we didn't hit two pair. We flopped a full house. It doesn't get much better than that. Now we want to see some low cards on the turn. You know, a four, a three, a deuce. Because even though we have a boat, somebody could also have an ace here, like an ace 10. But a deuce hitting on the turn was a great card. It also put a couple flush draws out there, and this is where I decided to raise. I think I raised pretty big. Probably too big. I probably should have bet like $5 or $6, but I went a little bit heavier. So yeah, that was probably my bad right there. I probably just went too big. It is what it is, right? Okay, and this is, you know, kind of the hand that took us over $200, and I'll be honest, I got lucky here because the river saved us. I think we're gonna end up hitting a top two pair, so really hard to get away from that. And I don't think there were many draws out there as far as like flushes go. But yeah, but anyways, bringing this all in, guys. I hope you enjoyed a session here on BetOnline Poker. Going to be posting more stuff on them. Loving the PLO here. They're a great site. A lot of player traffic. It's open pretty much worldwide, so it doesn't really matter where you're at. And we'll have those bonus links you guys could check out directly below in the description. Subscribe for more poker content, guys, and we'll see you on the next poker video.